Members of court and council, colleagues, distinguished honorees, graduates, family and friends, it is my honor, as president of Imperial College London, to welcome you to our virtual celebration. Let me begin by remembering the families, friends, and colleagues who have lost loved ones or suffered the severe effects of the coronavirus pandemic. Our thoughts are with you. Today is a celebration. It is also a reminder of the privileges and responsibilities that come with an imperial education. It reminds us that we can each contribute to helping one another and benefiting society. It reminds us that we are truly a global community. Graduates, congratulations. We are joining together from all over the world to celebrate your accomplishments, to applaud your many talents, and to wish you well in all that awaits you. You have worked hard at your studies, and you have excelled despite very different world circumstances than you expected. You have also excelled outside the lecture halls and laboratories as inventors, entrepreneurs, musicians, dancers, actors, singers, and athletes. Your volunteering to help others has been more important than ever. Let's recognize those whose support was essential during your time at Imperial. Your families and friends are always there when you need them. They share in your triumphs, and we celebrate with them. Our academics, who will join you in your departmental celebration, are dedicated researchers and educators, the best in their fields. They and many others have shared their knowledge. They have challenged and inspired you. They deserve our thanks. Graduates, the world needs people with your intelligence, your passion, your commitment to using your knowledge to find new ways forward through the challenges we face. You are ready for what's ahead. You may have had the chance, as I did with my son David, to ride the longest roller coaster in Europe called the Ultimate. It's a 1.5-mile ride in Yorkshire that lasts for about 7 minutes. That's a long ride for a roller coaster. It looks benign, a graceful wooden coaster set amid a beautiful landscape of wooded countryside. The ride begins quite innocently, with a lift hill, long smooth hills, and bunny hops. Then there is a second lift hill, and a turn to the left toward the woods. Soon, warning signs appear. Hang on. I was already gripping the safety bar for dear life. Chaos follows. Rapid turns jolt you left or right. You want to close your eyes, but you must watch to see which direction you will be thrown. You brace yourself for what's to come. This is what 2020 has been like. A benign beginning, followed by the many twists and turns created by the pandemic. The speed with which it grew in March was shocking. With little warning, you needed to pack up, change plans, and finish your studies remotely. And you did. You adapted. You persevered. You were resilient. You passed a test that you didn't foresee. You demonstrated qualities that will serve you well in your professional and personal lives. The world changed for us all. We work and communicate differently. We have tempered our plans. We know that we must do more with less. Our staff have made transformative changes to the ways we collaborate and teach. Our multi-mode provision combines the best of remote learning with valuable in-person time in laboratories, studios, and practical training. The pandemic has accelerated these changes, causing us to think hard about 2 important questions. How do we best use our valuable time together in person? And what can we accomplish by connecting from a distance? These questions have been acute during the crisis and will persist long into the future. We will need to continue to weigh options that can reduce travel, save time, and maximize our connections. As our time together in person is limited, we cherish it even more. I hope that, among the many things you will remember about Imperial, you will look back on the valuable experiences you had working with, listening to, learning from, and spending time with others. Whether it was students in your course, or friends from societies or residences, or staff you came to know. Sharing ideas and building lasting relationships are valuable lifelong assets. The Imperial College community will always be a part of who you are. As you think back to the people you met, the things you learned, and the experiences you had, remember what all this meant to you as you departed last spring. Here are 3 thoughts to leave you with. First, use your Imperial education, the knowledge, the experiences, and the friendships you made here to navigate whatever the future brings. Second, stay in touch. You will be inspired by the ways our staff, students, and alumni are working to mitigate the impacts of COVID-19, pollution, the cyber revolution, poverty, chronic disease, and more. And thirdly, maintain connections with your friends, professors, lecturers, readers, tutors, wardens, technicians, and mentors. Their collective experience is a resource for making decisions and opening doors. We may be in for another loop or 2 on the Ultimate. You are ready to deal with the jolts. You will continue to navigate the challenges ahead with the tenacity and courage that is a hallmark of Imperial alumni.
Imperial is an institution focused on scientific experimentation to discover, test, learn, and adapt. and I'm greatly impressed that all of our students have tackled the global experiment created by the pandemic with resilience, resolve, and compassion. As we celebrate your achievements, it is also an opportunity to say thank you to those whose help has been instrumental in your success. You can share your messages of thanks to your friends and colleagues who have supported you by using the live chat box on the online graduation webpage. Together, we would like to thank your teachers, tutors, and support staff for their work and ingenuity in adapting your education to the present, and for their guidance and inspiration during your studies. Thank you to your families and friends that have been your backup teams throughout your time here. And thank you, our students, for the commitment and hard work you have shown over your time at Imperial in a particularly trying final year. You have contributed to Imperial's vibrant community of thinkers and doers and added to all aspects of Imperial life. Through this most unprecedented period, you have worked incredibly hard to achieve your degree in adverse circumstances. You should be very proud of your achievements. Well done.
I'm Abhijay, the President of Imperial College Union, and it's a privilege to be able to address you all today. Although the circumstances aren't ideal, I hope you enjoy today's celebration and that we get a chance to see you in person again once the external circumstances have improved. First and foremost, we're here today to celebrate the academic achievements of this community. All of you should be extremely proud to have reached this point. Imperial graduates are among the brightest and best, if I do say so myself. Friends and family watching might also want to pat themselves on the back. It's so often their support that keeps us going through challenging degrees. We're also here to celebrate your achievements outside the classroom. Studying at Imperial grants us access to some great opportunities, which thousands take advantage of each year. On one side, there are the cutting-edge research opportunities and academic societies which support the education of other students, as well as those in the wider community. On the other, there are student societies spanning sport, art, music, drama, culture, faith, recreation, and discussion, run by and for students, to which so many of you have dedicated yourselves over your time at the college. As I'm sure you will attest, these activities are extremely important. They keep us rounded and give us the real-world skills that complement the knowledge we attain through study. Now is a good time to reflect on all the aspects of university life that you've experienced and the vitality you've brought to our community in your time at Imperial. It's worth taking a moment to celebrate the diversity of this community. Imperial is a tremendously diverse place, not only in terms of age, culture, and creed, but much more importantly in terms of thought. While everyone who makes it here is extremely intelligent, their individual ideas can vary significantly. This is instructive, both because it teaches us that the color of your skin or your place of birth don't necessarily correlate with similarities in thinking, and also because of the productive tension that this diversity of thought engenders to the benefit of science and society as a whole in the long run. Speaking of science, and at a risk of delving into cliché, though we now stand on the shoulders of giants, in the future it will be our shoulders on which others stand. This is worth bearing in mind. What sort of foundations do we want to lay for those who follow us? How can we address important issues and ensure the work we do stands to benefit the world as a whole going forward? It really is in our hands. Thank you for your contributions to our community, and I wish you the very best of luck in your future endeavours.
I would like to offer my warm congratulations to you, the students of the Faculty of Engineering, for the hard work and determination you have shown in reaching this significant moment. The past year has put many challenges in your way, on top of the not inconsiderable matters of coursework, examinations, dissertations, theses, and vivas. The commitment and integrity you have demonstrated through these taxing months, on top of all your hard work, makes your achievements all the more commendable. I'm sure you would join me in acknowledging the support of my colleagues within the faculty, the teachers and supervisors who have worked with you, and the administrative and technical staff who have supported you. This has been a team effort, and I am so proud of the way everyone has come together to tackle our collective challenges head-on. Engineers work together to solve problems and have a can-do attitude that has helped carry us through the past few months. Something for us all to remember as we move forward. But this is your moment, a moment which helps us celebrate you and mark the next steps you will take, you, the engineers of tomorrow. The world needs your skills, drive, and enthusiasm. Before you take your first steps on this journey, pause a second to recognise what you have achieved and know that you walk into the world as part of the Faculty of Engineering community.
For the friends and family members of our graduates, I'm Professor Nick Bjornfeld, Head of the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering, and I too welcome you to this event and offer my sincere congratulations to our graduates. The competition to study here is immense, and no one graduates without being bright, focused, and working very hard. So you deserve to be very proud of your achievements. This year, our graduates come from over 50 countries from across the globe. You are part of an international network, and we are working tirelessly to ensure that, despite Brexit, we remain a truly international university. You can also be sure that we will continue to set very high standards so that those with a degree from here continue to be recognised as an elite group. You are all destined for great careers, and we really hope that you will stay in contact with one another and keep us informed of your progress. If we have contact details for you, we will keep you up to date with our news. It is now my pleasure to read the names of all of our graduates.
First, the Diploma of Imperial College and Master of Engineering. Moaid Masoud Slum al-Shakeri. Zimi Minerva Emelina Andrews Haycox. Wei Jayan Ong. He won the Skempton Prize. Inigo Basterexia Jacob. Tierney Brouillet Lee. Joseph Lawrence Chadderton. Anson Chan. Si Heng Chan. Senio Chandra. Yi Heng Che. Yi Wei Chen, who won the Sparks Pippard Prize and also the Unwin Medal and Prize. Mohamed Dib Kureki. Leon Pierre Roger Crambad. Alexis de Germay de Circumfontaine. Rohan Dihal. Samuel Dibble. Matthew Armando Lewis Downey. Michael Anthony Georgiou. Foucault Gesp Lahoud. Adam Joshua Goff. Dominic Gray. Ryan Grigg. Mohammed Farhan Hussein. Rima Ishmael. Velvidanaj Jamalka Lakshan Karantaratna. Jarrell Yun Hok Koo. Haiyang Grace Kim. Cheng Wei Kwang. Jeffrey Kwong. Federico Nicola Latuada. Cam Ho Brian Lau. Hao Ming Alexander Lee. Ji Hui Lim, who won the Walter Redlich Prize. Joshua Kang Ben Lim. Yuan Yang Liu. Kelvin Lo Chu Xian. Weng Mun Lok. Wei Bin Lu. Lo Sun Yan, Minnie. Madina Lai. Louis Lingfeng Ma, who won the Sir Bruce White Prize in Civil and Environmental Engineering. Antonio Magalhaes de Cache. Thomas Oliver McLean, who won the RBG Structural Engineering Prize. William Moore. Haya Mufta. Laura Naguib, who won the Ryan Sandhu Prize. Jia Rui Ng. Louis Long Ng, Panagiotis Nicolaides, Samuel Oluwadamilola Otuyalo, Remy Pelletier, Joshua Perrin, Shot Danai Ponghat Heikel, Timothy Poon, Tharit Porn Sirianant, who won the Governor's Prize in Civil Engineering, Maria Pos de Eva, Despina Martha Perestu, Yashvina Ravin Taran, Florian Gauthier Roquette, Barbara Rosso, Thomas Schuschheim, Vivek Shah, Joseph Slim, who won the Institution of Civil Engineers Prize, Katerina Srokar, she won the Ryan Sandhu Prize, Lulu Walter, Yifan Wang, Kajatan Widomski, Jielin Wu, Shu Ang Wu, Jiju Wu, Minchi Xiang, who won the ABS Consulting Prize, Yimo Yan, Emily Hoi Yin Yao, Jonathan Yeo, Yok Tong Yu, Kishin Zhang, Shinan Zhou, and Yua Zhou. Now the Diploma of Imperial College and Master of Science. Amro Abdin, Orni Abdullah, Sebastian Ido Maluja, Olivier Emmanuel Akmansoy, Omar Al-Shawa, Perla Arnu, Pablo Arnedo, Xavier Aram, Jad Atwi, Watson Bai, Brenda Bai, Edward Barber, who won the Black and Veatch Prize in Environmental Engineering and the Letitia Chitty Centenary Memorial Prize, Victor Belyakov, Vasilios Belos, Kevin Blash, Ari Bogosian, Pau Boix, who won the Morris Hanson Prize, Maria Murto Boumpu, Rhys James Bright, Sabrina Buen Sucesso, Sarah Yvette Bunting, Juliette Burke, Pasut Chamnan Chang, Martin Chan, Chun Lam Chan, Crystal Wing Yi Chan, Claire Sophie Chapui, Ahmed Charanek, Efrosini Charisi, Bowen Che, Ka-chun Xia, Fangji Chen, Han-jin Chen, Jianan Chen, Mo Chen, Ruki Chen, Sarah Chen, Shu Hong Chen, Ji-jun Chen, Zikan Chen, Jixiang Chen, Jiun Chen, Ho Yi Chung, Simon Thomas Pierre Chopi, Chukwu Chioma Judith, Jorge Cisneros Galiogos, Luis Colomb Barbara, Jiaojun Dai, Victoria de Castro Moreno, Nele de Combel, Jasmine Mariella de Lenz, Guy Dudney, Brecht Dyer, Paul Osuna Dyke, Han Ding, Tai Jun Ding, Chia Pen Ding, Kiyu Dong, Vincenzo Di Oriano, George Fraga, Mengyen Du, Daniel Duran, Mohammed El Ashri, Guide A El Kazi, Alexandra Erfurt, Ariane Flores, Richard Galpin, Patricia Chiedzar Gambiza, Mengya Gao, Yan Gao, Augustin Garcia Gonzalez, Jonas Frederick Gofin Darlin, Vasilios Goloyanis, Jacob Goldstein, Apostolos Grammatopoulos, Mark Grange, Catherine Grutch, Haoji Guan, Pierre-Louis Guillemon, Jin Yuan Go, Mudit Gupta, Ali Haider, Lei Han, Juan Han, Sen Hang, Xuan He, He Sin Yi, Peter Herlich, Susanna Hill, Nicole Honiger, Hong Shuadian, Ho Dianyi, Chen Kai Su, Guang Peng Hu, Jing Hu, Jingzi Huang, Chunjiang Huang, Luken Huang, Yu Xing Huang, Mavis Kailing Hum, Shahrukh Hussain, Emmanuel Ossa Mudiaman Igbinovia, Murat Imashev, Sayan K. Nagbaev, Carlos Jara Arriagada, Jacob Geel, Jin Kanwei, Yongshi Jin, Kusena Akaputra Johnny, Rory Jones, Roshen Joseph, Obeda Kaime, Yanis Kamas, Quizen Kang, Christos Karipides, Mohammad Kashef Algata, Sergios Panos, Katsivilis Demarkis, Stelios Klinfus, Tanapol Klun Supa, Demetrios Konstantinidis, Junshu Lai, Junyi Lai, Doreen Lam, Martin Lowry, Anthony Lee, Wing Yi Katie Lee, Chavet Lurt Nimmelchai, Ignat Lessiv, who won the Patrick J. Dowling Prize in Advanced Structural Engineering, Ang Lee, Lee Dong-yu, Junyi Lee, Lee Pei-hao, Pei-ying Lee, Tong Lee, Yui Xiao Lee, Shilin Lee, Liam Shu, Liang Gung Jia, who won the Malcolm Puller Prize, Jingyang Liao, Shu Ai Liao, Kai Lin, Ren Lin, Song Hao Lin, Ziyu Lin, Bing Liu, Chong Shan Liu, Jin Liu, Lucas Liu, Ziyu Liu, Kwok Ip Lo, Carlos Laredo, Chunrong Lu, Jian Lu, Harish Luka, Junjia Liu, Yincheng Ma, Hurikaran Singh Mahun, who won the ACS Prize, Georgios Makripoulias, Weining Mao, Benjamin Marriott, Erica Priscilla Martinez Bravo, Stephanie Marvin, Connor Anthony Meany, Polycarpus Megali, Mai Lin, Zi Hui Meng, Catalina Andrea Johansson Meza, Miao Shiwai, Mikalis Mitsos, Keron Stefan Mutusing, Leonardo Mendes, Mustafa Mufabel, who won the Ronald Stewart Jenkins Memorial Prize, Davis Baguma Musuga, Iro Maitarelli, Christine Rachel Naboza, Farah Naboot, who won the J.B. Kufor Memorial Prize, Elias Nassif, Paul Nettleton, Alexandra Nikolopoulos, who won the Victor Appleby Memorial Prize, Manho Toby Ning, Solin Nathalie Corinne Nouvelon, Helen O'Keefe, Mustafa Chan Ozkan, Jonathan David Cranko Page, who won the Victor Appleby Memorial Prize, Varad Paliwal, Miralina Papadopoulou, Ravi Palmer, Agath Patrier, Joanna Maria Petrov, who won the Frank Hodgson Memorial Prize, Vera Pozukidu, Ibubeleye Victor Princewill, Yikan Kuan, Baija Kin, Ziyu Shu, Navid Rahimi, Merher Rashid, Andrew Redden, Agathe Marie Caroline Redoute, Nengjia Ren, Ren Yu Ki, Rong Shin, Sudor Roy, who won the Atkins Prize for Soil Dynamics and Engineering Seismology. George Salas, Luisa Sampaio Rocha, Niels Schneer, Safraz Sharif, who won the Peter Vaughan Memorial Medal. William Sharp, Xia Wang Shit, Jinghang Shi, Shi Yung Xing, Ryan Shok Rolahi, Folei Shede Shoyoye, Kiriaki Siampi, Georgios Sidiris, Edmund So, Daphne Somolonidou, Pablo Sparrow Okoa, Tianyu Su, Joshua Sugars, Hiu Li Si, Hao Tan, Qian Long Ton, Hong Yi Tang, Meng Chan Tang, Simon Yui Leung Tan, Daniel Tarry, Andrew Guan Yeng Tham, Shizi Tong, Jack J. Trainer, Kan Wing Tsang, Ming Hin Stier, Zi Quan Stier, Hao Tu, David Tudor, Kakit Un, Mark Jung, Ahmad Arshad Uppal. George Vasilakis, Ivan Vasiliev, Jorge Roberto Vireja Guzman, who won the ABS Consulting Prize in Earthquake Engineering. Jean Walsh, Hongbo Wang, Jing Wang, Meng Qi Wang, Meng Yi Wang, Shui Ying Wang, Ying Di Wang, Yi Shan Wang, Yu Hao Wang, Zhe Yu Wang, Dongyang Wei, Wang Yi Wei, Wei Shi Peng, Wei Shi Kui, Hui Ying Wen, Jamie Will Sunnin, James Wilson, Shi Fung Curtis Wong, Wei Man Wong, Sinyi Wu, Stolianos Xenakis, Yui Xiao, Panji Shi, Duo Xu, Xiang Xu, Xiaofan Yan, Jin Yang, Hongku Ye, Hiu Yin Yung, Ming Yu Yu, Kibong Yun, Konstantina Zakli Verunu, Di Zheng Zheng, Zhang Hao Xiang, Jin Wei Jiang, Pei Jiang, Yvonne Jiang, Rushi Zhang, Xinqian Zhang, Shui Zhang, Yinfeng Zhang, Yu Zhang, Zhang Zhenhui, Liang Zhao, Xiaochen Zhao, Chengqian Zhao, Lingyu Zhao, it's Mandy, Penghui Zhao, Xiaoqi Zhu, Yufei Zhu, Thomas Ziller, and finally Iyad Zimo. Now Diploma of Imperial College and Master of Philosophy, Rui Daniel Pina. And finally, Diploma of Imperial College and Doctor of Philosophy, Human Armand, Gabriel Barros dos Santos, Laura Bellamy, Christine Bischoff, James Blythe, Adrienne Boyers, Sikai Chu, David Cross, Agatai de Merci, Rossi Destiani, Abu Bakr El Wakil, Clément Favier, Andreas Fieber, Julia Mariana Gardistri, Stanislav Grossman, Thomas Grills, Jin Liu, Jean Liu, Monica Mack, Francesco Manca, Navid Merganian, Alexander N. Nordus, Boris Ochoa Tokaki, who won the Unwin Postgraduate PhD Prize, Luis Santos, Chaba Pugoni, Bradley Pring, Nadia Binti Sari, Hindato Manadi Salim, Andries Setiowan, Yuan Shi, Ramandeep Singh, Junwoo Song, Ade Janju Ashabi Teslim Balagoon, Michael David Vaughan, Fiona Warport, Chen Yang Wu, and finally Ling Ju. That concludes the graduates from the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering.
I'm thrilled to be joining you today to celebrate your graduation and the onward journey of this wonderful academic institution. This is actually my first Imperial graduation, as I joined as Chair of Council in January this year. I've always been impressed, however, by Imperial. I've long admired your way of working across disciplines, of embracing opportunities within academia, but also with industry. The chance to work with so many outstanding thinkers and innovators is what brought me here. And what a year to start. This isn't the 2020 any of us planned, and perhaps nobody knows this more than you. But here we are, learning, enduring, changing, succeeding together. I take great inspiration and comfort from what you, our graduating students, have achieved in getting here. And I'm so excited to hear about what you'll do next. I imagine you'll be feeling apprehension at your next steps. We're living in a different world, it's true. The future is a challenging and changing one, but it's one full of opportunities, both well-established ones ready for you to step into, but also completely new ones for you to venture out to. In getting to this point, you've proven yourselves robust, talented, motivated individuals who are poised to grasp these opportunities. Now, throughout my career, I've become aware of a defining feature of success. I believe it comes to those who have a burning desire to make things happen, the determination to achieve, and the interpersonal skills to bring people together. And from what I've seen with my own eyes at Imperial and the achievements I've heard today, I know you have those qualities and that you will go on to make great and positive changes in the world. But please know this is not goodbye. Far from it. Instead, it's welcome. Welcome to the next chapter of your lives, but also welcome to the worldwide network of Imperial alumni of whom you are now a vital part. We'll be here for you as you go on to exciting careers, following you, supporting you, celebrating you every step of the way. So please do stay in touch. You're now members of the Imperial family, and we can't wait to see what you do.